rooster crows at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I am traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. Alright guys, so today we're going to do Don't Think Twice, It's Alright by Bob Dylan. And for this you are going to need a capo. The original recording is in the key of E, but he's playing C-shaped chords. So we're going to need a capo, and we're going to need it down on the 4th fret. And this song's kind of got like really two parts to it. And so it's not too difficult, it's just getting into the rhythm of it. So you're going to need a C chord, you're going to need an F chord, you're going to need a G chord, you're going to need an A minor, and you're going to need a D7 with an F sharp over it, which we'll go over what that is when we get to it. That's the hardest chord of the song probably, but it's a very doable song. Now to address the right hand, all I'm doing here is I'm plucking with my thumb and I'm strumming down with my pointer finger, just using those two, like this. So that never changes. Okay, so the intro is kind of the same as the first part of the chorus, or excuse me, the first part of the verses. So it goes like this. So it's a C chord, and all you're doing is you are hammering on with your C chord. You're going to hammer on, pull it off with your middle finger on that 2nd fret. I'm going to say they're relative to the capo, right? So the 2nd fret of the D string, you're kind of hammering onto that, a little embellishment. Then you're going to your G chord, and I like to do hammer-ons and pull-offs on that 2nd fret of the A string. And then you're going to play an A minor chord. Here's where it gets tricky. So for the A minor chord, you're going to use your pinky to reach up to the 3rd fret of the low E, do a little walk down, real quick. So you're hearing how that 3rd fret of the low E, and then an F chord, C, G, C. So that's the intro. Alright, so then we get to the first part of every verse, and this song just repeats over and over again. So what I will tell you is in the intro and also between verses, one thing you can do with the C chord is hammer on and pull off that 3rd fret of the high E when you're playing that C chord. And it works for the G as well. Okay, so if you're playing the verses, it's so as you can notice, it's the same exact thing as the intro. So there's really no sense in going back over it. That's the same thing as the intro. It's the C, G, A minor, extend to do your walk down, F, then it kind of cuts the verses in half. So the first verse, it goes like this. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Don't see, same thing. You repeat it. Sit and wonder why, babe. Okay, so you get, for the second part, you get halfway through it. We get to that A minor. You're still gonna do the root note where you reach your pinky over and grab the 3rd fret of the E, but instead of going to an F chord, we're gonna do this. It'll never do somehow. And so what that is your D7 with an F sharp over it. So what you're going to do is use your thumb to play the 2nd fret of the low E, then the D string is open, 2nd fret of the G, 1st fret of the B, and then your ring finger is going to go on that 2nd fret of the high E. Now another way you can do this without using your thumb is to take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the low E, your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G, your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, and then your pinky on the 2nd fret of the high E. Either way. So that's the difference, right? So you go from your A minor, instead of going to F, you do that. And then now you've got when the rooster crows. So this is the last part, and it is a little different, right? So it's, you go to the C, when the rooster crows at the, you're gonna hit a C7 real quick. So what that is, a C7 is just your normal C chord, but then you're gonna use your pinky and place it on the 3rd fret of the G string. So when the rooster crows at the break of dawn, and then you're gonna play an F chord. Look out your window and then that chord that we learned, the D7 with the F sharp. I'll be gone to the C chord. You're the reason I am traveling, A minor, traveling on. So it's the root note on the G note, which is the 3rd fret of the low E, F. But don't think twice, it's alright. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick to end the video is I'm gonna go through the first verse with all its parts very slow, but I'm just gonna pluck the string, or call out the chords, okay? And then you can figure, alright, you just gotta practice this on the right hand. Okay, so it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Root note, if you don't know by now. G, there ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Root note, it'll never do somehow. Alright, I want to mention this, when you do the G, you can make it a G7 by just putting that first finger down on the 1st fret of the high E. Okay, let's keep going. When the rooster crows at the C7, break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I am traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Okay, and you follow that all the way through the song. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below.